Yes. Yes.
What?
There it is. The rowers keep on rowing.
What's up, everybody? This is gonna be the third Beanstalk, the third official one. Who knew we'd make it this far? Nobody. They wanted us down to not in the first two, but we're here for the third one. I'm joined again once more with Joe Cole. Say hello, Joe Cole.
Yo, what is up, guys? Excited to be back for the third installment of the Beanstalk. Glad to be back and look forward to another amazing episode.
Episode of the Beanstalk. Today we are going to be talking about a little bit different than the hypebeast stuff. I'm gonna probably just do some tech reviews. I'm gonna go. Oh, first we got to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh Bonanza. That's what. That's why. That's why you came here. That's why everybody. That's why everybody. They go. They go. The Beanstalk. We talk about cool gaming, and then we talk about shiny cards. We talk about very shiny. Look at this. Look at this, Joe. Look at this card. It's for
Super
$200.
shiny cards.
It's for $200. So, if you haven't watched it already, I had a video of the unboxing. It'll be in the. It'll probably be prompted at the end of this video. But I did my first initial unboxing of this the Bonanza set. I got this one. It has texture on it. Okay, this shit is clean as fuck. Again, Elemental Heroes is my jam. I love Yu-Gi-Oh. If I could be the spokesperson of Yu-Gi-Oh, eventually one day I would love to be the spokesperson. How Post Malone is with Magic the Gathering, I want to be with Yu-Gi-Oh. Okay, that's my higher calling when I'm rich. Okay. So much so I loved it so much. We had so many good pools. I went and did a second batch of pools. Okay, off the cameras, off the grid, by myself, deep under a waterfall somewhere. I was pulling Yu-Gi-Oh cards in deep meditation state, and we pulled even crazier pools, but not a type of pools as the one I did stream. But I did pull. I think on stream we pulled a $30 card in that stream. So pretty fucking nuts.
Okay.
The Totally Awesome is the one that I pulled. I'll show you that. And boom! Look at him. $30. That's crazy. That one piece of paper, huh? So, well, that's 30 and climbing, if you could see, right? Like, boom, right the day after, it's kind of evened out to like, right? Which is pretty cool. I do like that all these, like, all collectibles that are like in mass production and highly sought have like a grid, like a
Yeah.
stock market that you could literally check. It's hilarious. Um, but yeah, if you like Yu-Gi-Oh, that is definitely the best set of the year, hands down. That Bonanza set. I might buy every one that I ever see from here on out because it's kind of nuts. Going from there. In the meantime of this last podcast, I got the Elgato Stream Deck Plus. Pretty sure
Oh,
that's what
yeah,
it's
I
called.
forgot about that.
Got the Elgato Stream Deck Plus.
It looks nice.
It's awesome. I love it. This thing is customizable. Literally every single thing you see on there is customizable. I have it so I have I think 4 or 5 different layouts, and one is dedicated for each like window transition, like meme sound effects. The bar I usually do for like audio levels. That's one thing I like about it because it has the knobs, but then you can also click on the knobs and they're buttons. So not only are they rolling controls, but then they got buttons on them too, so it's pretty cool. I like how customizable it is. I have beam clashes on all my. I think I showed you, Joe.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool edit and stuff that you can make. I thought it was literally just if you streamed and stuff. I mean,
No,
but there's multiple uses for it.
I have my whole house integrated to this, right? And so then I'll even show you because I'm recording this on here. Look, I can control my lights. Look at that. Boom, lights on, lights off. So sick. So I highly recommend. My one gripe is that every year, right? I'll get an upgrade, and then they just make it even better the next year. But that's how they get you. But this one is, in my opinion, really good because they have this little portion right here. You can do an add-on Oh shit, you can do an add-on for your like a your microphone. I have an amp pass through already, but you can get their amp pass through portion and then just integrate it into your stuff. So that's pretty cool. And for that price point, for all that capabilities, that's like at least I'd say like 4 or 5 years, or if not more, of utility. So that's pretty good. Comparing that to my mini that I used to have, and it's right here. This little guy right here. Really all I could do was I would use like four buttons at a time, and it was just for pressing it. It was really loud too, and kind of flimsy. So comparing it to this one, I think like the stand on it is pretty good. It's pretty nice. Definitely just a verbatim upgrade. And then I guess that'll lead us into the PS5 Pro. And maybe when I'm editing, I can do some still shots, but I don't think I honestly don't think I'll do that. PS5 Pro, ladies and germs. So, um, very heavy price point. I want to just go over some like pros and cons. No pun intended. Of the console. The biggest one, I'll start with the con, just because. No. I'll give it an overall review, and then I'll give my pros and cons. So I definitely think it's worth it if you are a gamer, if you like just video games or just better technology. It's quieter, it's more responsive, the software is better. I do wish that they kind of gave you a better upgraded controller, but that controller already is fire, so that they just give you that. That's fantastic. Um, I wish I got an Edge controller for that price point, honestly. I feel like that would justify it because obviously it's a better graphics card, but if they give you the Edge controller and that console, I don't think anybody would be arguing that price point just verbatim. And the Edge controller, in my opinion, is like the best controller on the market, period. Hands down by far. Um, the battery life kind of sucks, but that's besides the point. Uh, if you like old games, it's fantastic. I've been playing God of War. The biggest thing that I noticed was just the tiny mic, like tiny details, and having it on a 4K screen on top of having that like AI anti-aliasing, all the tiny details. It's it's very good. So I've been enjoying it. My con, my biggest gripe to it is that there isn't any first party games coming out on it. Um, I heard a rumor that Dark Souls 3 is getting remastered, and I'll be over the moon if that actually does happen. Because then, if they make Dark Souls 3 like they did Demon Souls graphically wise, they just I'll do a backflip. I'll try to do a backflip. Okay, you have my word. I'll try to do a backflip when I hear the news, wherever I'm at, I'll do that. So, I haven't played the biggest con doesn't have a disc drive, and I have all these games that I do want to see how they kind of like work. I got Dragon Ball Sparking, and I got right like Dead Island 2 got an upgrade on it, and Elden Ring and all these other ones. But I heard that the games that really get the best uptick was Final Fantasy Rebirth, and I did see a graphical jump in Baldur's Gate 3. So Baldur's Gate 3 was a great game with the mod support now and on the graphic update. It's kind of mind blowing how good that game is. So I'm looking forward to playing that through again. But yeah, and I guess the other game was Overwatch. Joe and I just kind of played, and I have it plugged in my PS5 Pro plugged in to my Odyssey at 144, and it's not coming off now. So it's kind of it's locked into there. It looks nice, but I definitely need to get the disk drive, and that's the one hindrance from in my opinion. So I'm gonna give it right now. I'm gonna give it a 7. I'm gonna give it a 7. It's just because if it would get an 8 if it had some slight tweaks, even if it was like $600, like $599, not $700. I think $700 is a very hefty price point for bringing such a minimal upgrade. But definitely, like if you like gaming, an 8. If you just expected something different, a 7, and then that doesn't really justify the cost point, right? So for me, it was worth it because again, I do a lot of stuff. The heat alone generated by the PS5, the heat alone, it's ridiculous, and I sit so close. It's on my desk. It's so hot. The PS5 Pro, it's quiet and it's just cool. And I sometimes don't even notice that it's on. I literally turn it on because my controller was like paired up elsewhere, and it was on. It's kind of nuts, but yeah, Joe doesn't think he said it's not worth it, and he just said I'm gonna pass. So it's kind of
Yeah, I mean that's my personal opinion.
nah, it's all
Like
right, Joe. You don't
being
need to yell.
said, I mean you
You don't
love
need to
the
yell.
graphics and stuff like that. Like
The
me,
devil's in the details,
for
Joe.
that, I have my PC. I don't need
It's true.
something like this
It's true.
for my casual games. So
It's
I
very
didn't
true.
really see the need for an upgrade there. But that 30th anniversary version, whew,
No,
looks
I
good.
mean the 30. Yeah, and I don't know. I'm just in a state of mind now that I would just rather customize my shit, or like
Hmm.
I don't know, like or just get like stickers and tag it and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And then that's your own custom panel. They're trying to charge you at like $40 for plates, bro. Shit's nuts, man. This is gonna be this is where if a war were to stem in the community, this is civil war right here. Okay, I can feel it bubbling. If the female top 10 and the video games didn't separate the community, the top movies, okay, people are gonna be divided. People are gonna be upset. People are gonna lash out. They're gonna say, I don't understand. They're gonna say, I don't understand how you could allow something like that to happen. And what I'm gonna say is, go ahead and just watch it. Go ahead and watch it. Go ahead and watch it and just tell me I'm wrong. Okay? Hear me out. That's what I'm gonna say is hear me out. Okay? Because my list, BN, Joe's list, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. We've seen in previous pods. We're gonna see again in this pod. You see my sneakers in the background? Oh, there they are. All right, Joe. Do you want to go first, or do I want to go first?
Um, I've gone first the last two times. I'd like to give you the honor, Bean. This being the Beans talk.
I'm
Let,
going
let's see what the
first.
host has. Yeah, let's see what the host has.
All right.
I'm gonna put my trust in you, and that's the way we're gonna go.
All right, then we're doing it. I'm knocking these rapid fire. Okay.
Okay,
The
perfect.
first honorable mention is gonna be Logan. It's gonna be the movie Logan. I'm not gonna talk about the movies, obviously, until the top five. But now, obviously, with Deadpool just coming out and not like I wouldn't say like undermining it, the impact of it. Um, but it was like this was gonna be the last Wolverine movie, right? So this was like that was Hugh Jackman's bang, and then bro, the movie source material was fucking ooh man. If you know, you know about Logan, all right? That'll lead me into the next one because again, we're just going in, all right? We're making this happen. Have you ever seen the movie Upgrade, Joe?
I've not.
This movie's nuts.
What's it a little detail to it.
It's a high paced action movie, and this is why I might have a mulligan at towards the end here, depending on the end of my list, and you could keep in my opinion, you keep your mulligan. Oh no, fuck. No, that's kind of a look, Joe. Now this is like a Yu-Gi-Oh duel because now you can look at my list. Yeah,
Duel.
now you can look at my list and have a mulligan for your own, and my mulligan isn't gonna be as powerful as your mulligan. This is nuts. Okay, but it's fine. I'm locked in.
I mean, this is
Hardcore Henry.
what happened before.
Hardcore Henry. I know. That's what I'm game. I'm game. Hardcore Henry. You ever heard of it?
Oh, I've heard of it. I've never seen it, but I've wanted to.
I got 2015 is insane. I got
2015 is when dude, I was 13 when that movie came out.
Hardcore Henry. I was in California.
Or actually, depending on when it came out, I think it said, what was that, April?
I was in California and we were in an IMAX like movie theater. It was nuts. Okay. There's like 4X. Both of these
That's
movies are very
scary.
similar. But this movie was like all filmed on like a GoPro basically, and it was kind of nuts for the time. I'll be honest with you. I feel like I could just watch that. You could sit down and not really need to understand what's going on. Oh, hold on, that's not. That's a spoiler. The next one, Interstellar. Interstellar. You ever seen Interstellar, Joe?
Seen clips of it. I never sat and watched the full thing.
Oh my gosh, Joe. What's the point?
What do you
What-
mean? What's the point?
What's the point of seeing clips? You need to watch the movie. You're ruining the movie for yourself.
I mean, I don't know. Love Matthew McConaughey, but
The next movie, A Wonderful Life. You ever seen that movie, Joe?
um, if I did, it's when I was a like wee child, a wee lad.
That is one of the best movies. I used to hate the movie, but the message of this movie, that's a soul changing. It's all he like hates his life, and he just wishes he was dead, and so then he dies, and then everything they did, but he's like a ghost, and he just sees everybody moving on without him, and he's like, I just want to be alive again. He wishes changes it all, and then he gets to do it all over.
Hmm,
It's like an out of
okay,
body experience. It's a wonderful movie. From then,
okay.
and it's wholesome. It's not like violent or anything like that. I mean, it can get kind of dark, but then we're gonna go another one. Life is Beautiful. You ever seen that, Joe?
I have not. I haven't even heard of that.
This is a deep cut right here. This is a dark ass movie, Joe.
This is getting into the top 10, I believe now. Yeah, we're getting in deep now.
We're already, yeah, yeah, yeah. We're
Not
in.
deep, but I just wanted to know that we were getting on the surface here.
No,
We're
we're
at
going
10.
back. No, no, no. This is honorable mentions.
No, I know. This is the five right here. You have
Yeah.
five
Oh, yeah.
honorable
No,
mentions up
no,
there.
Joe. You're prepared, brother. Brother, what are you talking about, dude?
Um,
This movie, I'm fairly sure, if not 100% sure, this is about the Holocaust, Joe. Yeah, 100% it is. Yeah, I
oh,
forgot.
damn.
It's about the Holocaust, and there is a book called Milkweed where like basically the little boy doesn't know he's like in the Holocaust, and this is the same thing about this movie. This dad like basically convinces this little boy that they're not undergoing all this terrible shit. Like, because you'll never watch this movie. At the end, he and his kid are like, it's like they're invaded, right? So like they're like the Germans are everywhere, and then uh, it's like they have to hide in this mailbox, but there's dogs. Right, and so he gets out. He leaves the kid in the mailbox, and the kid the whole time is so innocent. He's just like dancing, and he's like dancing. He's like ha ha ha, and then the Germans are like, "What the fuck is this guy doing?" And then they just shoot him.
Oh,
And he's like, "You gotta be quiet. You gotta be quiet no matter what, okay?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'll be quiet no matter what. All right, cool, bang." Or something like that. It's something along those lines. Pretty dark movie, but again, fantastic movie, especially for how long ago it came out. In my opinion, another one, Joe. You won't know this, but Small Time Crooks, Joe. I love this movie.
mm-mm.
I love this movie. They go to rob a bank. Oh wait, did I put that last one on there?
No, no.
No, I didn't. Hold on.
You forgot to add.
Yeah, oops. It's a Wonderful Life. This movie is like a movie. Yeah, 1997, Joe. That's three. Good lord. That's why this is one of the oldest movies I remember. It was always my mom always watched that shit. And then I was like, why is she always watching this shit? And I actually watched it. I was like, damn, that's a great movie. I mean, that shit hits. I mean, that was like that's a movie that makes you feel something, Joe. I don't have a kid or a wife, but man,
I mean,
if I had to dance and
probably
get shot
pulls at
for
the
him,
heartstrings.
yeah, it did, it did. But Again, this is the honorable mentions. Or no, don't worry about the top. My top five, Joe. I need you not to be worried, not to be worried, not to be fearful, because small time crooks. Okay, so let me tell you this about this really quick.
Yeah.
Small time crooks. Uh, so they go to rob a bank, and then they basically get caught by one of the cops, and they're fronting as a cookie store. Okay, like so they have a cookie store, and then you go down in the basement. They're digging a tunnel into the bank. Okay, and months goes by. Okay, months goes by. This is in 2000. This is insane to me, bro. I was 6 years old. This is so crazy. So he goes and they go and they're like, okay. The cop figures him out, and they're like, your wife's cookies are fucking gas. You just need to do the cookie business and stop robbing banks. They end up just having to go into the cookie business, okay? And then it turns into this whole like divorce drama, and then they're like, "You never loved me for my cookies." It's hilarious. This movie's hilarious. One of the
Wha-
greatest. And then again, it's just like randomness. It was just a bunch of randomness. I'm like, and then look at this guy. This guy's one of the main. He's like the main guy. He's like, I gotta rob the bank. He's been in jail. He's been to prison, and then he's like all of his like prison friends get together and they're trying to rob the bank. One
Uh,
last run before we.
yeah, one last hurrah.
And then his wife is just
Uh,
good at baking cookies. That shit's so funny. Let's do the. Oh wait, no, no. So then the next one, Joe. Next one. After that, Hercules.
ooh, that's a good one.
And this is what was on my VHS tape. This was like a cover art.
Oh, yeah, I used to love that movie, man.
Who's daring deeds, great crusaders, Hercules. It's the only reason I like Greek mythology is Hercules. This movie. Zero,
Me,
zero,
right there with you.
zero. And then now I like God of War just because of Hercules. Who put the gladiator? Hercules. That goes into Joe.
Okay.
Batman Begins.
Donna.
Wait, no, hold on.
Oh,
Batman Forever. No, wait. No, no, no. Is it Batman Forever, Batman and Robin? I think it's Batman and Robin. Hold on. The one with our Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
oh, where you played the I? Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, baby. Chill out. Oh, yeah. Dude, look at all the artwork. It's just prompting. It's just
So
beautiful.
funny.
Oh, this is beautiful. Hold on, wait. Why is the your mic got fucked up there, Joe?
Oh, did it?
Okay, here
Am
you
I
go.
good now?
Show titles. Yeah, wait. Oh, I'm not doing titles for any of these. I'm fucking up, Joe.
I asked if you were ready.
I mean, it says it on the fucking. It says it
Yeah,
on
I
the
mean,
fucking.
you can
You
see it.
figure. You figure it the fuck out. Okay. You figure it the
Whoa,
fuck out. At this point, if you're hearing the beans talk, I don't need to chew shit up for you anymore. You know what you're here for.
3 episodes in.
We're 3 episodes in right now. You've heard us jabber jaw. You know what you're here for. You love it and you want more of it. And here I'm here to give it to you. Pause.
What did
Okay.
he say?
We're going into the last one until we go into the top five. So
What did he
buckle up,
say?
kids. Buckle up, kids. Okay. I don't need to explain why Batman and Robin is fucking goaded. By the way, that's it. Look at the look. June 20th, and then my birthday was
Uma
a couple weeks.
Thurman was in it?
She was Poison
I didn't even
Ivy.
know that.
Little Kill
Whoa.
Bill action. Come on. Great.
Wow.
Great. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Endgame.
She was also.
And Infinity War. I think Infinity War for me. I think Infinity War had a bigger. I think about this often.
Can we get a callback to my strongest women's list?
Was Uma Thurman on there?
No, not Uma Thurman, Black Widow.
Yeah, she wasn't dead in this one.
Well, no, I'm just
You
saying.
said she could kill this
She, f-
guy.
she, f-
She said she'd box out anybody, even Thanos. He said it.
I said, wait, I didn't mean that. I said,
But I remember leaving the theaters, and I literally, cause bro, when T'Challa dies, for no reason. When they kill Black Panther at the very end, this is no place to die. He gets the snap off. It's like a whole Thor like backstory, right? You're hyping up Thor. You think Thor's gonna win. There's a dead ass like there's that first front war with all like the monsters and shit. Also, the telekinesis guy is busted in this movie. Spider Man comes up in this. I fuck with Infinity War heavy. Endgame was great. But Infinity War, I distinctly remember like when there was no hope. Like everybody just got snapped and died, and then the movie just ended. I said they're not gonna end it like that, and I said, oh, I said I'm buying that. I remember I got it by my seat. I said I'm buying that movie. I remember I said it verbatim. That movie. That. Okay, Joe, we're getting into.
I remember seeing that opening weekend, and I
Yeah,
left the
same.
theater just
Yeah, no,
jaw
I
dropped.
it is still this and Endgame are the best superhero movie. It's the best superhero movie, but again, because the build up and the payout. But I would still take this first portion, I think, over the second. Because the second, you got to wrap up a lot of stuff. There's a lot of time travel and shit like that.
Yeah.
This first one, bro, he throws a planet at Iron Man. Dude, I flip,
I like the callbacks
brother,
too in the
brother.
second one
I'm
in
not. No, it's a
Endgame.
good movie. It's a good movie. I'm just
Yeah,
saying, like,
but
this
this
does
one I agree with you is
Hulk.
I would
It
put it
opens
above,
get Hulk gets boxed out in the
which
opening of
is
this. Like, right, he's just get. You're like, what? Oh, you're like, I remember because like after what's it called, Ragnarok. You're like, oh man.
yeah.
You're like, man, Hulk's about to pop off against Thanos. All of a sudden, he's getting fucking rocked. I've said, what are they doing? I said, what are they doing to my favorite? Hulk was my favorite. He was until how they did him dirty, how Disney did him dirty. These next are in order, and these next five movies have been my favorite movies of all time, and I think will remain. I, in my heart of hearts, believe will remain my favorite movies of all time ever. Okay, if you've liked so far, make sure you like and keep liking the content. Okay, buckle up, kids, because we're about that. We're cannonballing in. All right. And this next one right here, this next one comes from the heart and soul. Okay, the Fellowship of the Ring. Ah, Joe. It's it's literally. I have the book right here. Okay. Ah. It's a masterpiece. It's a mastercraft. It came out in 2001 and no one has done it better in 23 years. This is what I'm trying to say, Joe. I saw this when I was 7, maybe 8. This was like the first this was like the first fantasy thing I'd ever seen, right? Where there's like
Yeah.
fucking no face people getting chasing little hobbits and there's wizards and shit. I said, well, I don't know what this is, but this shit is crack. And it was this in Star Wars, okay? It was this in Star Wars, and I'm telling you what, I still to this day, I fucking, and this is why Boulder's Gate is crack to me because, brother, I played RuneScape. Bro, all because of Lord of the Rings. I love Lord of my now. Hear me out, okay? Hear me out.
Okay.
I love Lord of the Rings. I'm not like a fucking mega fan. Like, there's some people who have like the elf writing tattooed on them, and like that's not me. Okay, but I love, I love the characters. Like Frodo, I feel like I'm Gandalf IRL. You got Aragorn, OD character. The enemies and the villains are still the best in my opinion in any story. There's no better villains than Lord of the Rings, bro. Like I'm talking there's some ominous like crazy shit. Hold on, I gotta get a. Did I put it in? I didn't put it in. And maybe this is what I'll do. I'll just do. We'll do boom, boom, and then watch this. Joe. We'll do Lord. We'll do this Lord of the Rings, and then we'll do Fellowship. Boom. And then we do this. Then we do this, right? Boom. No, I'm giving it. It's gonna be The Shining. Definitely The Shining. Yeah, because I don't watch The Shining a whole bunch, but I have watched it a lot. So it is very good. It's like pinnacle creepy scary movie. It just doesn't really like hold up. That's my one gripe as far as like suspense. If you're watching it with somebody a little bit younger like you, for instance, it doesn't like I don't think you would be creeped out by it like it creeped me the fuck out, dude. So
What do
that
you
kind of
mean?
just the pacing of it. It can
Mm.
come off a little bit like cheesy,
Hmm.
but the book is like horrifying. Um, but that's still not an
That's what I've
excuse.
heard.
You know, it's not really an excuse, but super creepy. This one guy, he's like a recovering alcoholic. He just basically descends into madness, tries to kill his wife and kids, and then freeze to death, and it's a whole nightmare. But man, I love that movie. It's so good, Joe, and it's I guess we're gonna go into Joe.
I don't know.
I said I love Star Wars, and I told you because I'm a real fan. I love Star Wars, Joe. Revenge of the
Okay.
Sith, man. At number three.
Okay.
At number three, Revenge of the Sith. We're gonna do this. I man. Until the Disney movies came out, you wouldn't have found a bigger Star Wars fan than me. Now though,
Disney adults overtaking.
yeah, now I just don't really, Star Wars ain't for me. But again, Lord of the Rings will never, like, this is timeless in my opinion. This will never, and frankly, I would put Return of the King up here, but I don't like to double dip. I think I would watch this one over all. Like, I could repeatedly watch The Fellowship of the Ring, like on repeat. Um, we're gonna go into the next one, Joe. I mean, listen, all the music from the prequels. Anybody's gonna hate on my choice on the Revenge of the Sith. All the music from the prequels is what you know from Star Wars. The first and the third one are literally the best. Period. And the third one is the best. Period. Okay. I have the high ground. It makes you it makes you love and hate a character before the introduction of the character perfectly, right? Darth Vader, you didn't know he was a little kid. Who the hell was Darth Vader? The for movies one through three, you love him, and you go, oh man, he's so cool. I hate him. He kills kids. It's insane. And then you don't feel bad for him, and they choked out his
And
wife.
do, do you still hate him after that?
Darth Vader. Do you want my funny answer or my real
Well,
answer?
that's Anakin. He doesn't become Darth Vader until,
Also, I
well,
played the
he's
video game,
becoming
dude.
Darth
Oh my
Vader.
gosh, I played the video game. Me and my friend Robbie, we played the video game all the time, dude. Oh man, it's so much fun on the Xbox. Um, No, when Darth Vader, I mean, that's like spiritual, right, Joe? If you ask for forgiveness, then, right?
Yeah,
Then
that's
boom,
what
you
I'm
gotta
saying.
be. So, yeah, at the end, yeah. So, for me, I relate to that, yeah. But then, like, I would never forgive Darth Vader. Who the fuck are you talking about? Didn't he blow up like 20 planets? What, dude, kill that. Like, he's like the worst person ever. He killed planet. And there's more than just kids on those planets. He's disintegrated entire species. You see, dude, like they'll never be heard of again. He's a terrible person, terrible human being. The Death Star, Joe. What are you talking about? The
No,
death.
can I ask you one question though?
Oh sure.
How do you feel about Frieza or Beerus?
Freeze is bad, and Beerus I feel like is. I don't feel like Beerus is as bad as Frieza because I haven't. I don't think that he's maliciously intent, right? Like in this is what I'll say about Beers. If he would have just killed Zamasu without like, remember when they like set him up to like,
Well,
oh,
yeah, they were
like
waiting for him to
that's
kill
what
the
I'm saying.
Kai.
If he didn't do that, then yeah, he's probably Frieza would just killed him, right? He did all that extra
Mm.
stuff to prove that he was a bad. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference, Joe. That's the Frieza's a bad person, and Anakin killed those kids. It doesn't matter what an old man says to you, Joe. Don't ever kill children. That's a bad thing to do.
He
Okay, and I
promised
don't
me
care.
power.
Well. The trick though was, and I guess Disney said that if Anakin just studied harder, he could have learned healing powers. But that's a whole debate, right? That's a whole debate. But
I could have
that's a
saved
whole.
Padme.
He choked her out though. So, anyways, we're gonna go on to number two, Joe. Number two. It's gonna be Joe.
I'm excited to see what comes after this.
The thing. The
Like
thing.
the yep, that's what I thought. Or wait, no, it's not then.
Boom.
I was thinking of the um Fantastic Four character.
Yeah, that's called the Fantastic Four. I would never put that in my top movies
Well,
ever.
that's I
Um,
was like, you put that above Star Wars?
no, the thing is above The Shining because I have the thing in 4K and I can't tell you how many times I've watched the thing. I've also watched the commentary about the thing with the director and a couple actors. That's like how nerdy I like the thing. This is if you've never watched the thing, Joe, it's Among Us. That's all it is.
It's Among Us.
It is. It's the original Among Us. It's like from 1983 or something like that, and it's the original Among Us. And like it's body snatchers, right? So you know how that is. Like you're in the imposter,
Uh,
and then
yeah, yeah.
they're in Antarctica, and then this thing can like eat you and assimilate you, and then the real person just is gone, right? And then it pretends, and then it like the thing is like if you cut off its arms and shit like that, or like the only way to kill it is to burn it, and it can like drop its arm off, and then the arm it's its own thing, and like so it's like it's nuts. It's like a fucking alien. So dude, it's so
So
cool. So it's such a
wouldn't
good
it?
movie.
Uh, Never mind. I forgot where I was going with that. I was gonna say like the movie Alien.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking like a similar concept, kind of.
Well, yeah, that it like eats you, but this thing is like
Yeah.
it was frozen, and then they dug it up out of the ice, and then it literally is just it's like it's trying to assimilate everybody, and then the paranoia sets in of like who's real, and they do
Oh,
such a
so
good
was
job.
this on Earth then?
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah. And then in the
Okay, I was thinking
commentary,
space.
the commentary, no, this is on Earth. In the commentary, it's like, dude, they had no budget. I loved it, dude. Like that's why I love it even more. I think is because they had like low budget, and it was just like got really like thrown together shit, and like yeah, it's a good movie. Joe, we're going into my number one movie. Okay,
Numero uno.
numero uno movie I could watch anytime, anywhere. You say you want to watch this movie? Yo, yeah, look, Joe, here. You see? Like, look at all this shit.
What the fuck?
The thing, oh
It
man,
just
it's
looks so
crazy.
creepy.
Well, it's like a shapeshifter. It's not like a definitive thing.
Mm,
It
it's
like takes
the
your
thing.
body. Yeah, yeah, and that's why it's scary. It's because it's like you don't know what the hell it is. Um, Charlie and the
So
Chocolate Factory, Joe.
it's kind of like Baby, if you think about it. GT, that's your
It
favorite, right?
yeah, no, not not
Not
my.
necessarily, but that's all you. We're talking OG Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, right? Not Johnny Depp.
It's Willy Wonka. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, in 4K. So,
Both were good, but the original, honestly, is so much better.
so this is my favorite movie of all time.
I I hear you. It's number one for a reason, I would assume.
And Charlie Bucket's my favorite character of all time. in a movie? Like
Mm, I was gonna say that's a strong.
I have always tried to encapsulate Charlie Bucket in my spirit. To never get down and to try to be positive no matter what, and good things happen. And it's always paid out, dude. I love this movie. Charlie Bucket, he's a poor sack of shit. He's literally watching kids eat candy. He finds some quarters. He buys the wrong fucking chocolate bar in the beginning. Okay, takes it home to the family. He's like, I got some more chocolate. He also spent all his money on fucking candy. So logistically wise, Charlie, your family's in a poor shack. You're not gonna save your money. You just spend it all on fucking candy. Whatever, dude. We're gonna keep going, right?
I thought it was part of a birthday gift though. That's what
Yes,
he.
yeah. That's the
This is
first
one
one. But
thing.
then no, when he found it, he spent all that. He spent what he found, that like
Oh,
that silver piece,
yeah, yeah.
bro. He spent all. He said, "I have some more." He
He said,
spent, bro. He spent like a fourth of that shit, bro. What are you talking about, Charlie? That's like 2 months of fucking work on your paper route. Either way, right? I will say, him and his uncle or grandpa, sorry, not uncle, him and his grandpa, they did steal that fizzy bubble drink. They did. Cause I
"Yeah,
look back on it, I'm like, Willy Wonka, man, I'd be pissed off too. Security saw y'all dipping in my, you get nothing. That's
hey,
it.
Grandpa Joe, Grandpa
You
Joe."
lose. Good day, sir. And I said, oh, he really snapped, but he was justified when he did that, bro. Cause like y'all fuck you, etc. 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 When he said, bro, oh man, I fucking love that movie, dude. And then they cut it out of the TB. Like I remember watching it when I was little, but I remember they cut it out on TBS because every time at my grandma's house this would be on. They'd always just let me watch the full movie. They wouldn't even turn it off. We'd always just watch it because they know I love fucking Willy Wonka. I just love it. So go and when they're in the tunnel, Joe, and they're like, and the row keeps rowing. Here,
Yes. He said, yes.
what?
There it is. The rowers keep on rowing.
He's like, oh, that
He's
that
like,
was an
oh, we're
acid
good.
trip. He said that we're here. Get out of the car. We're
He
done.
said, what are you guys doing? Are you okay?
Yeah, you guys look nuts right
What
now.
happened? Oh my gosh. You should see your face.
All right, let me do my mulligan. Or not
All
my
right, let's see it.
mulligan. No mulligan. I'm gonna
Rearrange.
reorganize. Yeah, yeah.
Hercules literally defied death.
Yeah. I mean that, like, yeah. The original. I could watch this movie. I feel like I'll be
I
50
love
years
that
old.
movie,
I could
dude.
watch this movie. Yeah, this
I
is
will
my
show
fifth.
that movie to my
That's my
kids.
six man. Yeah, that's my six man for sure. Hercules definitely my six man. I could lock that in. I could definitely lock that in. I could lock this list in right here, Joe. That's locked. That's a lock. That's a lock. Yeah, that's a lock. Willy Wonka number one.
And
Star Wars number
we're
three.
locked in.
Yeah, Star Wars number three. Hercules the six man. We got a little bit of, yeah, because look, this is for all ages. Upgrade is not for all ages. Hardcore Henry not for all ages. Logan, we're getting kind of away from all ages.
Mm,
The Thing,
Logan's like T for teen.
not for all ages. But The Shining, not for all ages. But Star Wars, Willy Wonka, Hercules, Lord of the Rings, right? Ooh, Avengers, little Batman, Interstellar. No, I mean a kid's not gonna understand Interstellar, but and then the bottom ones as well. Those ones are family friendly. Just the Life is Beautiful. This one is pretty dark. This is a pretty dark movie. All right, Joe. That was my list. Tell me what you think about it in the comments below. We're gonna go into Joe's list now. I hope, man. Just we're gonna see. We're gonna see what's going on. Are you ready, Joe? Are you ready?
Absolutely. And I don't think it's gonna be as bad as
I didn't
you're
say.
expecting.
Did I ever even say bad guy? I never even said bad.
No, but you're implying
I'm just apprehensive. I'm
the
cautious. I'm a
implications
cautious guy.
are
I'm a
that's
cautious
okay.
guy. Willy Wonka, Charlie Bucket, Charlie. Charlie's such a good kid. He goes to school. He does his homework, right?
Does his paper route.
Does his paper. He's got a job. He's just trying to run away from that creepy guy that's trying to like corner him. And then you got comparatively, you got this spoiled bitch. You got this fat German kid. You got a fucking weird like she like hides her gum in her cracks and her crevices, weirdo. And then this guy who only eats TV dinners, and he dresses like a cowboy. Charlie Bucket is OD. And then I feel like I wish they would have done like a Charlie call like Charlie Charlie
Hmm?
Dam. Charlie, what's bigger than a bucket? Charlie Pond. You call it Charlie Pond
Charlie
Shark.
Lake.
You call it Charlie Lake's Chocolate Factory, and he's flying around with that elevator. You know what I'm saying? Like he's got that like, and boom, that was an omnidirectional. That means it's a spaceship, Joe. You realize that's an omnidirectional elevator? That's a spaceship. They blow out of the end of there in a spaceship. He's like, oh yeah, Charlie, everything's yours. Charlie Lake, bro. I'd watch it.
So every movie in this list, I feel, has either impacted me, um, just gave me pure enjoyment, or made me feel the feels. In all honesty,
What
and with
kind of
that being
feels?
said, all of them: happy,
That's
sad, angry, frustrated, confused, uh, eh, joyful, uh,
spiritual,
laughing. Yes, some spiritual, um, some hopeful, but
hopeful.
hopeful, some
Ooh,
inspiring.
damn. I wish I had a. I wish I had what's it called? That Moses movie, Joe.
Oh, that's a good one.
Damn, Joe.
That's yeah, I know which one you're talking. Yeah,
I don't know where I'm.
but
I might put that up for like small time cook or not small time for like life is beautiful. Oh, go ahead, Joe. Sorry, I'm sorry.
but
Go ahead.
yeah. With
Go ahead.
all that being said, we're
Go
gonna
ahead.
uh lead it off with 300, Rise of Empire. You know, ancient Sparta.
300. When's the last time you
300
watched 300?
a week
Rise of an
ago. It
Empire.
was
That's why
no, just 300,
I
just
was
the
about to
original
say.
one.
I was like,
Yeah,
what? It's bust.
I remember Rise of an Empire too because I watched that after. That's after the battle, but yeah, 300. I mean, honestly, me, I'm a big Spartan guy. When I went to school, Spartan, college, Spartan. It I loved Leonidas since I was like a little kid. I thought he was the coolest guy ever. Just the peak of what a male should be. And I literally want to visit Greece just because of the 300. It's just absolutely mind-boggling, that movie to me.
Well, that was. I don't think that was a real Joe. It was a movie.
Well, there's it's based off the story of ancient Sparta was a real place,
Well, yeah,
and they
but
were the
you think that
greatest
arrow scene?
warriors.
You think that arrow scene was
No,
real?
not that arrow scene was real, but I'm saying the fact that the story of they had 300 and went up against almost the world's army at the time,
Oh yeah, that's probably true. Yeah.
which is amazing, and how they trained and how they were strong. But away from the seriousness, at 14, we're gonna bring in a little uh, with The Hangover. Yeah,
The Hangover is it?
What?
Oh my, there it is, Joe. Which one?
it's the first one.
Oh my God, this is
It
there. It is, dude.
I will never forget how much I laughed
Oh
watching
my
this movie.
gosh, bro, this is crazy. He said
Oh
the
my gosh.
he said the hang. Hold on, I gotta collect
This is
myself
part of
here.
honorable mentions.
Yeah,
So
I know, I know.
I'm perfectly fine putting it here because I thought it was so funny.
At 300, the Hangover. Oh God,
Look,
oh
man,
God.
I don't even care. I just enjoyed it. The
Good.
sequels and stuff like that, they can, go somewhere else. But this one
I thought Hangover
was
2 was
super funny.
funnier. I can't remember. Was it not?
Really?
I can't
I didn't
remember.
think so.
Well,
But
Hangover 1, I can't. Dude, I can't even remember the Hangover movies. Oh my goodness, it's been so
well,
long.
you have a hangover from the Hangover movies.
It may be.
And that's
Maybe.
they did exactly what they were trying to do. Um, but yeah, great movie. 13 is gonna be The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
What, when he failed?
He learns.
How? You don't get second, Joe. We don't get second chances like that.
Well,
She's
I'm
not coming
aware,
back.
but
She's not coming
like
back.
I said, these make me feel all the emotions.
Oh
That
man.
movie, as a wee lad, I was like, wow, I, I love
Spider-Man
this. I was
fucking
like, I love
sucks.
the villain. I don't care what you think of Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. I think he's amazing. I
No,
love
I was just
Jamie
saying that's
Foxx
what you
as the
thought. You
villain.
said, "Wow, Spider-Man fucking he
Uh,
fucking damn he."
she died, and I went,
Oh wow, her neck.
and I'll tell you, as I was a kid, I always thought, I was like, no, he saved her.
Yeah,
I
okay.
was like, she didn't hit the ground.
No,
I
you're
didn't.
like me with Mace Windu then.
Yeah. Forgot about that.
Uh huh.
But yeah, no. As a little kid, I was like, "Oh no, he saved her!" Like, what is
Every
everyone
time,
talking about?
every time I'm like Anakin. Just hear him. I literally like try to reason. I'm like Anakin. Just listen to Mace, man. Hear him. He's
Do it.
trying to help. No! Every time he took him from me.
The
He
council
took
will
my
not
black
acknowledge you as a
Jedi.
Jedi.
He took my black Jedi from me.
He took the purple saber.
All
Uh,
right, so after Spider Man,
after Spider-Man is gonna bring in another superhero film, which very close to yours was Avengers Endgame.
Endgame. Okay,
So it wasn't
interesting.
Infinity War, but when you said Infinity War, I was like, ooh, I was like, yeah. But seeing this one in the theater, the callbacks and stuff like I referred to earlier,
He
I
likes
was
it
like,
when
this
Black
is.
Widow dies.
She
That
could
why?
have got Thanos.
Yeah, okay. All right, yeah, sure thing there, bud. She got
I'm
dropped
pretty.
by Hawkeye. All
Hawkeye's
right,
everyone.
all right, bud. Yeah, all right there, bud.
Um, but let's just skip past it. I mean,
She
comebacks,
fought to
Robert
kill
Downey
herself.
Jr.
This
Eyes.
is what's crazy.
I,
She fought to.
yeah, I know. Which
She
that
said, "No,
part
I'm killing myself. No, I'm
I
killing
kind of I
myself.
block out.
Okay,
He's like, no, I'm doing it.
no, you can't. I have to. But why did? Why? Why can't we? And then we
With
have time
the Soul
travel.
Stone. And yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they have time travel. Why didn't anyone think?
Well, Gamora. Why can't we kill second Gamora?
I don't know, man. But regardless, we're gonna move on from that. With last spot on the honorable mentions being uh the very first Rocky movie.
The- what? What do you wait?
What?
So what? You have? I
The
thought I
top
did
10.
top. Oh, I did. I guess I did top five, Joe. I guess I didn't realize.
Well, we've always done 5 honorable mentions and then your top 10.
I thought we do 10 honorable mentions, top five.
No, we
Mm-hmm.
no.
Mm-hmm.
If you go back
No, no,
to the
it's been
video game list,
it's top five. Well, no, it's been top five is always, and then you have top five feats too.
you didn't spring that on me until last episode.
Yeah, but I'm saying even before then it was we did it 15, and
Yeah, we did the
you have 10 honorable mentions and top five.
because we always called it the top 10. You can look back at the
I
name
guess
of it.
maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. I don't know what did you say your movie
But
was? Rocky.
Rocky, the very first Rocky. Sylvester Stallone, Sly. Him and his dog, man, just in an apartment
I've
chasing a girl in a
never,
dream.
I've never seen them any Rocky.
Oh my gosh, dude, talk about inspiration. This shit makes me ready to run through a wall. Like, just I just want to go to distance. And then fighting his trainer. You gotta watch it, Dean. I'm telling you, if you watch any movie from my list, please let it be Rocky,
Rocky, bro. Sorry, you're not. Sorry, Grandpa. I'm not
buddy.
watching Rocky.
It's good.
I know they made like six of them,
The older ones, like there's one where he's really old and he fights it. It's fucking stupid, in my
and then
opinion.
and now there's Michael B. Jordan.
The Creed series is also amazing, but it's not better than the Rocky movies, in my opinion. Um, but bringing in the actual top 10 now, this is where I got serious. This is where I
Okay.
took time, effort, thought. Coming in at number 10, I have Fight Club.
Fight Club.
Oh yeah.
Interesting, Joe.
Very psychological for me. I was watching it and then the end and you're like, whoa, it's crazy. The music was good. I love the fighting. Like there wasn't a part that I don't remember like really being like, I really don't like this part. And for that reason, that's why it's up in the top 10. But coming in at number 9 is another kind of older movie, kind of classic. Um, The Karate Kid, the OG Karate Kid. Talking Mr.
Karate Kid.
Miyagi, talking wax on, wax off.
No,
Daniel LaRusso.
let me now hear me out. Are you gonna do Harry Potter in here, Joe?
Um, so I did originally, and then I switched it out for something else. Um, Earlier today.
Okay. You said
I
earlier
could tell
today.
you which Harry Potter I liked.
Which one?
It was Prisoners of Azkaban.
Goblet of Fire.
Goblet of Fire is another really good one. Goblet of Fire would be in my top 3.
Goblet of Fire is the only answer, Joe. It's Goblet of Fire.
Okay, well, I mean, to you, sure. But
Goblet of Fire.
coming in after the Karate Kid, and the reason I got excited when I saw Uma Thurman was in your uh Batman movie, Batman and Robin, is going to be Pulp Fiction.
Watch that either.
The way it's filmed, the pacing of it, and the collisions of all, dude, I love it. Samuel L. Jackson's amazing. Uma Thurman's
Collisions? What are you talking
amazing.
about? Collisions? What do you mean?
Like between characters and stuff like that, how it
Oh,
all ends up tying together in the end, and
I have no idea
it
what
kind
this
of
movie's
reverses
about.
back to the beginning. It's great. It's definitely, in my opinion, Quentin Tarantino's best movie he's ever done. Um, but
Have you
coming
seen
in
them
at
all?
7, majority, I would say. There's probably a few I haven't seen. Um, but I mean, at least in my opinion, this is his best of all time. Um, and coming in at 7 is going to be Friday Night Lights. I watched this movie so often as a kid,
Oh, whoa.
and it was amazing. Like every movie on here to me is amazing. Obviously, that's why it's in my list. The second photo.
You like it when Turk gets crippled?
No, I didn't watch the show. I've only seen the movie.
No. That doesn't that happen? Doesn't he gets crippled in the movie?
No, there's a kid called Booby Miles. He doesn't get crippled, but he tears his ACL, breaks it, and it's this super sad scene. And they're supposed to win state in big high school Texas football, and oh man, as a kid, it made me look forward to high school football, and high school football got me pumped, and now it makes me miss high school football.
Ew, Joe.
Dude, something about bonding with your brothers on the field and going through the adversity and everything like that. There's great messages. Billy Bob Thornton did a great job as Coach Gary Gaines in the movie. But yeah, you're probably gonna see a theme with older films here. Coming in with number 6 is gonna be Back to the Future 2.
Okay.
So it's definitely my favorite Back to the Future. My least favorite is 3. I cannot stand the third Back to the Future. Don't like the Western at all. But the second one, man, there's just so many twists, turns. I love Marty McFly. I wanted to go as Marty McFly for Halloween one year as a kid, and I wanted the Nike shoes, the Air Mags.
Yeah.
And I looked them up and I was like, oh, never mind.
Yeah, casual 20K.
Yeah, I was like, these are so cool. They lace those, and then I was like, oh, um,
They did some mag lows, and they're like 500.
I
Not
know
bad
there's
enough.
like the basketball shoe version, and I
Mm-hmm.
really want those at some point. But I was also such a fan of this movie as a kid on October 21st, yeah, 2015. Right there, I literally was so excited that day. I would not stop talking about it.
It's crazy.
Man, do I love those shoes. They're so nice.
That's insane.
It's
That's what they
insane
look like.
how expensive they are.
That's what they look like. Where is that one? Check.
Also, Michael J. Fox, it's just as a callback to the first Back to the Future, shreds on the guitar, even though I know it's a movie.
Yeah.
Loved it.
So he's definitely not tied his he didn't tie his shoes. He's definitely not playing that guitar, Joe.
Well, he didn't know that he wasn't tying his shoes. He was pretending to be his son.
No, I'm saying
Um,
he had cerebral palsy. He's not playing that guitar.
oh,
What are you
uh,
talking? That's why he had these shoes.
whatever.
It's just,
Um,
who's
Number
after Back to the
5
Future?
is gonna bring in The Hunger Games: Catching Fire.
Oh my god. Man, man. I
Hey,
was
man.
getting upset. I said, I think Joe's gonna make it without pissing me off. What did he say? Hunger Games? What? Oh
Catching
my god.
Fire. Dude, the reaping, the idea of it, the battle inside the arena,
Joe,
how
you're
they break
saying
out of the
gibberish. I
arena.
don't know what you're saying to me.
I
I've
don't
never
care
seen
if you don't know. I'm talking to the people now.
this.
Now if I had a big camera, I would bring it up,
Whoa, okay,
but I
okay,
don't.
okay, whoa, whoa.
Now, if out of any of the Hunger Games movies, out of this basically Hunger Games started the whole idea of battle royale to me at least.
I'll give you that.
And the books, I loved the books. Never have I really read a book and been like, "Oh my gosh," like so intrigued to read another one. I hated reading as a kid, but I got a hold of the first Hunger Games as a class project and I wanted more. I couldn't wait. I said, "Feed me." And they sure did. That's all I'll say.
Logan.
And speaking of feeding me, that's going to lead us into number 4, which is the menu. If you haven't seen it,
No,
watch it
I've
before you.
seen that.
What did he
Oh,
say?
you've seen it?
Yeah, the one with Voldemort in it.
Voldemort?
Yeah, this is Voldemort and Beast in it.
is in it, but that's super funny. Yes.
He
I
said
never thought of it like that. I watched it and with a group of friends and I was like I was like, "What the fuck
the
is this?" And then
concept is cool, but this is this.
I like the filming, and also if you remember my
You put the hold on a
strong
second, Joe. This is upsetting me right now.
okay,
You
okay.
put the menu above Back to the Future, Pulp Fiction, 300, and The Avengers and Fight Club. You put the menu above all of those?
And in terms of what I would enjoy watching again, Beth Harmon was in it, and it's played by the same actress in this movie. And I just think she does a phenomenal job
So
in
you have a crush on an
the
actor, and
entire.
that makes her better
No, no, I don't
than your
just have a crush on
hero.
her.
Then you're here. Did he say that what Leonidas is his hero?
Growing up as a kid, yeah, I love Leonidas. I planning on getting a Spartan tattoo and everything. But
And he's number 15.
yeah, because
He
I'm
put
talking about as
Voldemort
far
at
as
number four.
movie.
Voldemort and Beast at number four.
The
And
movie to me, I enjoyed it so much. I enjoyed all of them. I keep saying that, but
me, Joe, I'm. That
I
one
stand
hurt.
by
That
my
one hurt
list.
me. That one hurt me. I'm not gonna. That one right
Okay,
there. That did that hit me in the jaw a little bit.
I
Um.
understand,
Ooh, I'm
but
dizzy. Ooh.
I think Anya Taylor-Joy just
Ooh.
was great in the movie. The concept of the movie was great. I liked just all of it, man. I don't know.
He said, I loved all. I loved it.
I did. Number three is gonna be an animated movie. It's called Your Name.
And what? Oh, Joe.
This is literally like one of, if not still, the highest grossing anime movie of all time.
What is that? What does that
And
mean?
if you see the artwork and everything in it, it is all like animated, drawn out, and it's so beautiful. The story is great. I was seriously contemplating that being my number one. I will be completely honest. Oh, but yeah, it's hands down whether you watch it in Japanese, whether you watch it in English, it's uncomparable to anything else. But number two and number one are very heavy hitters to me, with number two being Ready Player One.
Okay, hold on, Joe. Hold on. Like, that's at least the movie. Like, that was kind of cool.
Very
Hold
cool.
on.
I've
Hold
seen
on.
this movie more times than I can count.
I didn't say that, guys. I didn't say that. That
I did.
Joe said
I
that.
did, and I stand by it. I own it on Blu-ray. I have it downloaded on my movies on my phone to watch. I
He said, I have it on Blu-ray. I have it on
remember
Mega Disc.
seeing this, the emotions with the relationships, fighting against the man type deal, everything like that. It's so cool. Plus, there's so many cool, like, just additives to it, which is also how when I said I know some of The Shining, this movie is the only reason I know anything about The Shining.
Oh my God, Joe, you're.
That's just me.
Oh my
Uh,
God! Did he just say Ready Player One is how I? God.
I
Because of the
obviously knew the
scene.
name, but
Oh my.
anything of The Shining, the movie itself, I knew the name, obviously, but from everything else, this is how I knew it.
So old.
And
God.
now being I
He's
before we get into number one,
he said, oh God, help me.
I feel
Yes,
like you could
Joe.
take a guess at number one.
Your number one movie of all. Joe, honestly, this your move. I have no barometer as far as your movies. You went from 300 to The Hangover, okay. Then you went from Spider-Man 2 to Rocky, all right. From
No, I went from
Rocky,
Spider-Man 2 to
I'm saying as far as my
uh
expectations.
oh,
Joe, hold on and buckle up. From Rocky, you went to Fight Club. Okay, I'm like, okay, that kind of now it's gonna be boom. But then that went to Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction goes to Back to the Future into Hunger Games. Okay, from Hunger Games to the menu, to the menu, into your name. Apparently, this is
if you know, you know. I don't expect you to know.
back, and then we go back to Ready Player One. I don't know if I had to guess your number one favorite movie of all time, Joe, right now, in my heart of hearts, in my mind's eye, the
Well,
Titanic.
real quick before you, is that a real guess?
Like that's what pops in my brain right now is the
Because I
Titanic.
know I've talked
Hold on, I'll try one more
to.
time. Let me dig deep. Hold on. I have no idea, Joe. I literally have no idea. Shoot,
Well, it's going to be Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith.
it's your number one movie of
That is my number
all
one movie of all
time.
time. I will watch it anywhere, anytime. If anyone
Wow,
says, "Hey, let's turn on Revenge of the Sith," I'm,
wow,
my ears are up.
wow,
I'm ready to go. I'm like, "Oh, where are we watching?"
wow. All right, Joe. I'll give you props. Wow,
I'm like, "Oh my goodness!" I'm like, "What?"
wow. So
Head on a swivel
Revenge
type
of the
beat.
Sith is your Mika stuff for me. That's what it is
It
from last week.
it's
Wow,
more than Mikasa.
wow. Joe, are we reorganizing anything here?
Let me see here.
Drink it in. Drink that list in. Because I, I would be damned if the menu is in my top five ever. Okay.
It's in my
But
top five. It's not moving out of my top five.
that fucked my.
Oh,
That's in my top five. It's not leaving my top. Wow.
let me move. I gotta move Catching Fire out of there. As much as I like it,
Oh, for what,
it's
Joe? Oh
it's
God.
not a top five to me.
Oh God. He took out Hunger Games out of the fucking top five. Thank God. He took it out. He took it
What, you
out.
want me to keep Hunger Games in the top five? I
No,
thought you were
I'm saying
trashing
I
on it.
want I the only is Star Wars is up here. Star Wars.
I would move the Hunger Games with Back to the Future, and then the Hunger Games again with Pulp Fiction. Honestly, yeah, fucking move Hunger Games again behind Karate Kid. Move Hunger Games to 10.
Hunger Games just
Move
went from five to,
for it to 10. Because I'm looking at it and I'm taking it in. I'm taking it in.
said, wait, no, fuck that movie.
I no, not fuck that movie. It's in my top 10. It's not leaving the top 10. It's not going to an honorable mention.
Well, I don't even
And
know what my list is because you say there's honorable. Hold on a
I'll
second.
move I'll move Fight Club and um the Friday Night Lights. No, no mulligans. It's a documentary about Ronnie Coleman bodybuilding, or there's another one called Pumping Iron with Arnold that was going to be on here, but I was like, well, I don't want to add documentaries in because that's no fun. To me, it is, but to other people, whatever. But yeah, I like this list. I kind of do want to. No, I'm happy with it. I'm not gonna let anyone change my mind.
Logic, reason, or anything else
When I
otherwise.
do think about it now, other than the emotional feeling and psychological aspect I get from the menu, yeah, I mean, I like it in my top 5, but I don't know where else I would move it.
Burn it.
Burn it, burn it!
These are the lists right here. I'm gonna look.
These,
I'm gonna look through.
yeah, let's give you your mulligan,
I know.
rearrange.
I know. Mine is locked. Where there's no more
Oh,
mulligan
yours is
relock.
locked too.
I'm
Okay,
just comparing lists right here. Okay.
okay.
I'm just comparing lists. Um,
I do wish I wish that I would watch the
I
Lord of
got
the
more
Rings and
adult
stuff.
movies. I got more adult movies. That's all I'm saying. I got some big heavy hitters in there. You talk about the emotional spectrum. You've never even seen A Wonderful Life.
Wait, what? All of mine
You've never seen It's a
can
Wonderful
be
Life.
seen as an adult movie.
Like Joe, I'm talking about cherishing what you got while it's here. That
Well,
I
Anakin kind of does that.
it's, Willy Wonka does too. You know, if you really kind of think about that.
If you think about it in a
Yeah,
backwards way.
and I'm the only one with a cartoon.
Also, you
Uh,
put in a little clip for Willy Wonka's. Can I have a little
you want a Revenge of
clip?
the Sith clip?
Yeah, can I get a little clipsy?
What's your Revenge of the Sith clip?
When Padme's talking to Anakin at off the ship, and then Obi-Wan's just standing in the background, posted up, and he goes, "You brought him here to
You
kill me."
liar! You brought him here to kill me. Oh, okay, Joe. Here we go. Beautiful. That's a fantastic clip, Joe. I couldn't have said it better. I expect nothing less than a Padme. That's a top 3. That's a top.
Hey, Padme's
Padme's
my top woman.
That's what I'm saying. I would expect nothing less from a Padme connoisseur. So this is the one thing I'll do is a big screen.
Oh yeah.
Obi-Wan was right.
You've changed.
You've changed.
I don't want to hear about Obi-Wan.
Anymore.
Oh no. They're going.
Anakin.
They're breaking my heart.
Because of Obi-Wan.
Because of Obi-Wan.
Because of what you've done.
You killed kids,
What you
bitch.
planned to- Oh, now come back.
Uh-oh.
I love
Big
you.
dick energy. Obi-Wan, that's when I come in, Joe.
With him, kill me.
Choke her out. Now choke her out. Finish the job.
Let her go, Anakin.
Let her go.
Let her go.
Dude,
I saw this in theaters, Joe.
I wish I could have.
You turned
2005.
her against me.
No!
You have done that yourself.
No idea. I was a little kid. I'm 11?
You will not take
I would've
her
been
from
so
me.
excited.
Hey, and meanwhile, Obi-Wan is checking her. He positioned himself just as
security to my new empire.
You're evil.
New empire.
You're evil, y'all.
Don't make me kill you.
Me kill you.
I will do what I must.
And I quote that too.
You
I quote it.
will try.
You will try. I quote that. I quote. You will try. I will do what I must.
That was my song when I was learning chess. The song that they fight to was my like focus song.
Battle of Heroes.
Yeah.
You said the song they played to Joe. What do you got to say to the people?
Exact names.
What do you got to say to the people,
People,
before we head out?
like I said, I'm just glad to be back for episode 3. Look forward to many more, hopefully.
He
and-
fixed his. He did fix his Hunger Games. He put Hunger Games as top.
Yeah, that was a little push, and I didn't realize at 5. I was like, that's really strong. That's really strong at 5.
I mean, the menu. I still.
That's okay. That's you. That's a me thing right there. Like, it has to be up there for me. I kind of want to move it, but there's nowhere else I would move it on this list.
It's too late, Joe. It's locked in.
No,
It's
I know
locked in.
it's locked in. That's what I'm saying.
It's locked in.
And that's why I'm fine with it being
And
where it is.
let me look at this. Superhero movies, you got 1, 2.
Two,
I got 1, 2, 3, 4.
or yeah. I mean,
And then I have 2 action movies, 2 family movies, 1 sci-fi. I just got more variety. I got 1 fantasy in there, Joe. You got no fantasy.
Your Name.
Where's the scary, Joe?
You know, there's no scary. It's
Where's the
psychological.
scary? I have 2 double scary. We got the double scary. We got
Yeah,
the
well,
double dips.
you like the scary. I
Oh
like the
man.
Call of Duty. I love Grown Ups. Grown Ups is one of my favorite comedy movies of all time. It's up there with The Hangover.
Oh my god, guys, we're getting the hell out of here. If you
Grown
like
Ups
the
is so funny.
if you like the content, like, follow, subscribe, share it with your people. Let us know what you want to see next. I got ideas as always, but I want to hear from you guys, the feedback. Until next time, I'll see you later. Bye bye.
Peace.